Hello everybody, my name is NCS07 and Super Mario Bros. Wonder, huh? The brand new Mario game taking the world by storm after a lack of new 2D Mario games for a very long time. This would finally bring these games back into the light. So, I figured let's take a look at the beauty that is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You thought there was going to be a more extensive intro? No, you guys know how this is going to work. Let's go. Like the previous 2D Mario games, the goal is to get from point A to point B by going through side-scrolling levels. You guys already know this stuff. But everything here controls extremely well. It's basically just a refined version of the new Super Mario Bros. Moveset, and it feels great here. Also, you can play as multiple different characters, which is really cool, though I really wish Yoshi was not an easy mode exclusive character, as having him around more in the main game would have been lots of fun. While most levels are similar, one brand new thing that makes all the levels feel unique are the Wonder sections, as these usually pop up after collecting a weird Wonder Flower, which changes things up a lot to get a Wonder Seed, which are kind of like this game's equivalent of Power Moons. While I do think that they can be a bit overbearing, they do at least make the levels more unique, so I won't complain much on that. Another big thing that this game added is the badge system, where you can wear a badge that gives you an extra ability, such as being able to glide with your hat, getting a higher jump, and multiple other things. You can usually get these badges from the special challenge levels where you have to master the badge, and those are quite a lot of fun. Honestly, some of my favorite levels in the game, design-wise. In fact, there's several new types of levels that were introduced, such as the break time levels, which are just bite-sized levels to get a Wonder Seed, pretty easy levels. Honestly, kind of whatever. There's the levels where you have to find the flower coins to earn a Wonder Seed, and like those search party levels, which are honestly the worst ones, as they can be very irritating as hell to go through without a guide. And at the very least, the level design all around is pretty good. And while it isn't going to blow you away, all the levels are at least still pretty good when it comes to the level design. Even if some level types aren't that great, it isn't something we've seen before in 2D Mario, making it feel more like Wonder is a true evolution of 2D Mario. Except in one area, the boss fights. Yeah, they aren't that good in this game, as pretty much all of them are Bowser Jr., and they're all basically the same. And while, yes, the final boss is, like, different enough, it's not really that much better, and it's not even that difficult at all. Hopefully the sequel gives us not only more unique bosses, but also more challenging ones as well, as they're pretty easy in this game compared to even some of the new Super Mario Bros. Games, and even the rest of the game. And while the game itself isn't really that hard, it definitely feels a little more challenging than before, which I completely welcome. I mean, hell, I got every single medal for my save file, and that definitely wasn't easy. Overall, the gameplay is really, really good. It's the kind of game that anyone can pick up and enjoy, but is able to have its own identity, not feeling derivative of the previous games. Now, let's move on to that gorgeous art. Now let's moving on to the visuals. There's honestly really not much to say about the visuals, as honestly, look at it. Yes, the video quality on this video isn't the best, but whether you're playing this game in handheld or dock mode, the game looks great, and this is mostly because of the new art style. Keep in mind, before this, all the new Super Mario Bros. Games looked exactly the same and had the same generic art style, lacking creativity and soul. Now look at everything Wonder does. So much more animation to the characters and whatnot. The backgrounds look so much more good looking. It almost gives it a somewhat hand-drawn look. Granted, it's not like Cuphead or anything like that, but it looks really good. It looks like an artist created some of these designs in backgrounds and character designs, rather than what kind of felt like a computer doing this stuff with the new Super Mario Bros. Games. And as for like the performance and whatnot, there's genuinely no problems. It's a 2D platformer, and it's not like, I mean, yeah, the game can get weird sometimes, but it's not really one of those things where it's like, the game performs fine. It performs at a steady 60 frames frame rate and looks good resolution wise. There's really not much to say about it. It looks good. Just, I think it's better to just look and admire than me say it. I've already touched on this before when I was mentioning the different types of levels, but yeah, content-wise, there's definitely stuff here. While the game doesn't have as much content as, like, say, a JRPG, there's still a lot here. While I beat the game in roughly 8 to 10 hours, it probably will be less for most people, since I was kind of just wasting my time before I actually beat the game. And I did eventually, like I said before, go for the 100% completion, which took me around 20 hours, which isn't too bad. Yes, it's a $60 game, but not only do you still get a decently short, but not too short and long, but not too long platformer game, but it's still a lot of fun. Even just replaying the levels can be fun since they're just very fun to go through. It's honestly kind of like eye candy in a way. You keep going through it just to kind of see everything over and over. It plays so well, I don't really care. Honestly, not much to say. I think content-wise, it's pretty good. And let's just touch on a few smaller things before we go. So as the title of this section suggests, let's get through a few smaller things out of the way before we get out of here. Starting with the story. Now, I would normally make a section for this in these kinds of videos, but the story is that Bowser transforms into a castle and then wants to control the universe, and that's about it. Get the Wonder Seeds to help the inhabitants out of the Flower Kingdom. There's really not much to it, just like most Mario games, but it is alright. Now you want to know what's also alright? The music. And while it isn't bad by any means, I do feel like the music does at times kind of blend in with the background. Though there are some decent tracks in here, like the Petal Isles World theme and the Snow theme from some of the early levels in World 2. Also, something I guess I could mention that is sound related are the several voiced flowers you can find across all the levels. Personally, while I didn't think they were that annoying, they were admittedly kind of weird. I kind of know what Nintendo wanted to do with like having like commentary while you play the game, but it was, I don't know, it's a little bit odd, but I mean, it's not bad by any means. I'm fine with it. And hey, if you don't care for it, you can turn the voices off in the options. So there is that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So I think it's time to conclude this video. Now we're finally at the conclusion of this video, and I gotta say, this is looking like an incredible time to be a Mario fan. With the stellar movie, this game, and the several remakes on the way, times are gonna be good here. Now, as for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, in case you couldn't tell, I think it is one of the best 2D platformers I've played. While I do like the older 2D Mario games like World and some of the new Super Mario Bros. Games to an extent, Wonder to me feels like the biggest step up we've seen ever. This game felt like a love letter to Mario throughout the entire journey, but not to the point where it hinged on pre-existing media without adding anything new. This game added so much to the formula that Wonder sets a standard for how future 2D platformers should be. At least to me. If you haven't played this game yet, get off your butt and get the game. And if you don't have the money, go work a job to afford it, or play the demo on store kiosks like I did, because I did that before the game came out. I guess on one final note, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is a fantastically made game, made with love and care, that I feel everyone should play at some point. Cannot wait for the sequel. But those are all my thoughts and whatnot out of the way, so thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the game and if you've played it. And I hope you guys are looking forward to December, because there's going to be quite a bit of stuff coming out then. I got 3 big videos coming out, so I hope you guys look forward to that. Hopefully you guys are doing well and having a good day. And consider liking the video and subscribing, or even like consider sharing this video with as many people as you can that like Mario stuff, just so that my videos can get a little bit more circulation. That if you do that, I love you. And if you watch the video, I love you as well. Don't take it the wrong way though. See you guys later.